Yeah, I've mentioned Superman a few times. My friend Superman, codenamed Superman. He's becoming formidable. You know, um, he's like surpassing some of the X Men. Like Storm, he outdonated Storm. Recently. I'm like, whoa, he's not even an X Men. He's out doing some of the X Men and like helping me out. The Wolverine. But around him, I'm Batman, the Dark Knight. So, because I'm around Superman, I have to change. I have to become Batman. You know what I'm saying? But he still calls me the Wolverine. But do Wolverine and Superman team up? It could be a good team up, but we're doing it now. So, but anyways, I've been having trouble finding him lately. He's flying somewhere. He's out flying out there somewhere. But he's legit. He's the one that's not afraid. He's not afraid to take on the feds. He's not. And I saw it in his face. He's like, bring him on. I'm like, are you kidding me? Everybody's afraid of the feds. Even I'm kind of, you know what I mean? And he knows they surveillance me. They follow me. I'm like, and he's like, I don't care. I don't care. Bring him on. And he's dead serious. He's legit. I'm like, man, that's the kind of friend you want. Someone that will fight side by side against all the evil organizations out there with initials. You know what I'm saying? CIA, FBI, all those to scare you. All those, he's not afraid of any of those initial groups, He's like, I'm Superman. But he's had his tango with with the little brother. So have I. The police are the FBI's little brother. The wannabes, the wannabe FBI. The wannabe FBI, the little police dogs. Superman's had encounters with them and jail, put in jail by them. Me too. The little brother. But we haven't taken on the big brother in the streets. The big brother, FBI. The big brother. Yeah. It's a whole different ball game if we're up against 100 FBI in our face to face, no vehicles, on our feet, no weapons. Well, at least on our end. You know what I'm saying? Never had a showdown with that group yet. You know what I'm saying? A real showdown. You know what I mean? I don't know what to expect. I've been followed by them, but that's not a showdown. Being surveillanced is not a showdown. That's boring stuff. You know what I'm saying? Showdown is outside of vehicles, eye to eye, face to face, looking in their eyes, their actual eyes, not behind a screen. No screens in between, just looking at them in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? That's a showdown. Physical, real life, physical, that's a showdown. No vehicles, we're standing on our feet. You know what I mean? They're in their suits, you know what I mean? And I'm just Wolverine in casual t-shirt, with the showdown. With Superman next to me, maybe. The next go, So, but they singled me out the last time, the little brother police. So I was by myself. So it was them, a bunch of them against just one person. You know what I mean? That's part of their tactics, They can't beat me one-on-one. They can't. They know it. Yeah. Just make them what they really are without the police suit, without the guns, without the weapons, just one-on-one, mano y mano. Just one man against one man, no weapons. They're toast. They know it. They don't stand a chance one-on-one. I'm the Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I lost to them on purpose for reasons. But anyways, I got this big court trial. You know what I'm saying? That I kind of got the ball rolling on. Initially, I got the ball rolling, but that doesn't excuse their actions. They're not off the hook. That doesn't excuse what they did to me on the streets and how they treated me in jail. That doesn't excuse any of it. Just because I got the ball rolling doesn't excuse what they did to me. could have just let it go. They could have just left me alone. They could have. But no. They had to escalate this way farther than it had to be. So we're going to keep escalating it. Yes, indeed. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's about Superman. He's catching up on the X-Men. He is. And he's almost caught up to Iceman in donations. He's almost caught up to Iceman in donations. Well, he's catching up. You know what I mean? He's past Storm, but he has little ways to go to catch up to Iceman. He's passing all the X-Men. I knew he'd be, once he got his strength, you know what I'm saying, and got rolling, I knew he'd be formidable, you know, but it just takes a while. It's taken a while to get to this point, but he kind of had a setback the other day, but hopefully he's bounced back, but anyways, yeah, so, anyways, if anybody wants to donate so Superman doesn't pass you by, feel free, you know what I'm saying? He's passing all the X-Men up. And when I talked to him last, he's like, I'll give you more the next time I get my paycheck. He's still going to donate more. He's been legit so far. So, he could pass Iceman pretty soon here. So. But anyways, this is all boring talk about donating and stuff. We want exciting stuff. Like head-to-head with the FBI in the streets, filmed by someone in the alleyway, you know. We want that kind of stuff to watch. At least I do. You know what I'm saying? You know? This is just boring talking stuff. You know, if you want boring talking stuff, just watch the Donald talk about Bitcoin nonsense. I swear, I'm never watching the Donald again. Ever. Ever. I thought you know, World War III began when he dropped bombs on stuff. But no, when he dropped bombs on Iran. But no, he's talking about Bitcoin nonsense. The victory is ours already. We already won. I'm like, that's the opponent? That? Talking about Bitcoin? Maybe that's a false front. Maybe. You gotta stay sharp. Maybe planning to drop a bomb on this city to get me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I declared my independence from the US of A. Like, no, we have to control you. We have to have guns to your head 24/7. Nope, I declared my independence. If you deny my rights, what they did, they denied all my rights. I'm a free man. I declare my independence from the US of A. Bring it on. You can't do nothing to me now. Bring it on. Throw papers at me, I don't care. Put me in a million courtrooms, I don't care. It's over. You're not going to bully me anymore. No one's going to bully me anymore. It's over. Declare my independence. Bring it on. But you guys are leaving the country, not me. You guys are. I'm declaring my independence, but I'm staying and running you guys off. Not a joke. Not a joke. I'll help you pack. I'll help you pack. You know, like that bumper sticker says, I'll help you pack. I'll help you pack for bullying me. I'll help you pack for being part of the Bully USA. I'll help you pack and send you to Mexico, where you'll really learn a lesson. You know, they chop people's heads off in Mexico. How would you like that, Donald? How would you like that, Donald, to have your head chopped off? You know what I'm saying? Put it on a stake, you know, and for building that wall. You know, how would you like it? That would be a message by the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but anyways, we're pissed. Not just the Mexicans are pissed. Johnny's pissed too. Yeah, they did me dirty, big time. God saw it all. That's another thing. I'm challenging God throughout all this. I'm like, all authority comes from God. I'm coming for you, God. I'm coming for you, God, like the good old days. Like the good old days. I'm challenging you, God, like the good old days. Like the days I tried to break Jesus with my suffering. We're bringing that back. I'm trying to challenge his authority. I'm like, I'm like, if all these are examples of you, God, the men's authority, I've already won. I've already won against God. If these are the authorities representing God, I've already won. If the Donald, Mr. Bitcoin, represents God, I've already won. We've already won. You know what I'm saying? Victory. Unless that's a false front of like, oh, Bitcoin is a foul, which I don't think it is. I think he's serious about, I think the Donald is serious about talking about Bitcoin. I think he's dead serious. We won this war already. If he's dead serious about talking about Bitcoin nonsense, we've won already. Hook, line, sinker, we've won. We have. You know what I'm saying? But too bad he's not the president. It's J.D. Vance I'm afraid of. That's who I'm afraid of, the real president. The one that swore on the Bible, put his hand on the Bible. He's a formidable opponent, J.D. Vance. So we respect him. Yeah, we salute. Yeah, I mean, the real president. But the Donald's just a sideshow. WWE sideshow. He's a WWE sideshow. But anyways, it's about Superman coming back with a vengeance. But anyways, we got plans in the works. We do. It's just kind of a, I don't know, weird period of time. You know, before the jury trial, it's kind of a weird period of time. So, but anyways, we're out of space here. But anyways, he was asking me where the police post themselves. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted me to tell him police tactics, so I did. I tell him as much as I know, which is a lot. I even tell him the positions of police. You know, I give away police and sheriff's positions to my friends. I'm like, they're here, here,